Oh my goodness. Woo! Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley. We are rocking it this morning. All right. Just look at this. Look at what nature has given us on this beautiful day. It started out cloudy, and now the sun is coming out. The Spirit is shining its light on us. I cannot tell you how excited I am that we're able to do this. I can't even begin to shout out all the people that participated in making this happen, from the plywood that we stand on, the carpets that we're standing on, John and the sound, the music, the Els, Gregory bringing out the video stuff. We got the cameras, and oh my goodness, it's just an amazing, amazing experience we're going to have here as we do sand, surf, and spirit. And I'm affirming right here and now that this is the beginning of a new era for the Center for Spiritual Living Simi Valley. That we do this kind of community event on a regular basis. This is not a one-off, this is a one-of. Are you down for that? Woo! Yeah. And the technical, it's amazing that technology will allow us to do something like this so that we can be here. We got battery power, we got the screens. It's overwhelming. But what I do know, maybe it's not even overwhelming. It's just whelming. Yeah, because I'm not over it at all. I'm into it. It's enwhelming. This is totally enwhelming. So let's see what else is happening here. We got this is the big happening right now. We got here's an announcement for you. We contracted with a sound bath person who will be giving us regular sound baths. So sound baths. We are taking our name seriously. We are not a Center for Spiritual Living because we're part of the Church of Religious Science, formerly known as, which we are. But if that's the truth, that we are a Center for Spiritual Living, let's have spiritual living centered in all that we do. Food programs, sound baths, meditations during the week. Whatever we can come up with, whatever you can come up with, whatever ideas you have that you think feel like spiritual living, we want our home over there on Erringer, way back over there, we want that to be the center for that spiritual activity. So just simply know that for us and hold that for us as we move forward. This is how we bring our vision, our mission statement alive. Some of you, I think most of you know it by heart, but some of you have it on a piece of paper there. So here's what we do, all right? So you ready? Nice and loud. We're community.
Inclusive, loving, and authentic. We celebrate all paths to God. In gratitude, empowering self and others.
We serve compassionately
through outreach, inspiration, and education. That's who we are. That's why we're here. And here's what we do.
We love God. We love Spirit. We let it flow through us and make it a part of our everyday experience. And we got some, come on up, Nancy. Reverend Nancy's our practitioner of the day. She's going to pray us in, get us started. Then we're going to sing all together. And it's going to be just like a regular service, just right here. Pray it up. Pray it up.
You know what we do. We love this spiritual mind treatment, and we're going to do one right now. So just come together in prayer with me right now. Feel it, know it. There's only one power, one presence, one life, one infinite intelligence in and through all things. Hear it in the ocean. Feel it in the sand. Feel it as the sun on your body. It is all of it, and so much more than we can ever fathom or imagine. So I know right here, right now, in and through each of us is God expressing. We are the one. We come here this morning in joy, in happiness, in gratitude, in fun, knowing that this day is the day of Church at the Beach. We are here. We are participating fully. I know already that the music is amazing. I know that Reverend Stephen is that channel for the divine, unlike any other on the planet. And I know that we are here to be together, to be community, wherever it is community. Community at the beach, community in Simi Valley. So I'm just so grateful for this time together. I know it was blessed before it became a thought in our minds, and it is. It is fantastic, it's fabulous, and we let it be so, and we say together, and so it is. Join us now.
Forget our kids, the cosmic kids. This is when we would call them forth. I see one of our magnificent cosmic kids, Maverick, over there. I see Luke back there. Where did I see Luke? I saw him a minute. There he is. There's Luke over there, Layla over there. We got our cosmic giants here, and all of you that are guardians of the cosmic kid galaxy, we bless you, and we know that our youth church grows and expands and receives the same kind of energy that we have here today, right here with this service here on the beach. That is the truth. I know it, I feel it, and so it is.
So it is. All right. Now it's the time for our affirmation. It's in your program. So I'm going to read it first, and I would ask all of you to Repeat it with me. The light of Spirit lovingly and consistently shines on me, and its power washes me in waves of good tidings. Together we say, the light of Spirit lovingly and consistently shines on me, and its power washes me in waves of good tidings. Wonderful. Thank you. So, in looking for a reading today, I knew I was going to be up here at the beach, and I was looking for something sun and fun. So I found something in my book of happy. Do something fun. This may seem simplistic, but many people go through their days without doing anything fun. Studies have clearly shown that engaged activity breaks obsessive thoughts. Doing something fun will get you off the beaten track so that you can put things into perspective and get rid of negative feelings or thoughts. So, whether your fun is skydiving, reading a great novel, swimming, playing with your kids, or going to the beach for church with Simi Valley CSL. The lesson here is to stop wishing or thinking about it, but get out there and do it like each and every one of you have done today. My next little reading is called Bask in the Sun's Joy, and I was so joyful as I was meditating when the sun broke through. I thought, oh, how perfect. The sun is one of the greatest sources of happiness and joy on earth. Not only does the sun give you vitamin D, which is essential to maintaining a positive mood and healthy bones, it also strengthens your energy field. Think about how good you feel after sitting even briefly in the sun. Give thanks to the sun for your happiness by saying, basking in your radiant rays now. Thank you, sun, for strengthening minutes a day, particularly if it's sunny, which it always is in sunny California almost. Make this mantra a part of your daily routine. Happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. And so it is. Thank you.
Spirit is in this place.
Thank you so much, Nancy. And this morning we have Dennis Bryan and myself and the Elves as your musical inspiration. A little bit different, no piano, a little bit of guitar action going on. Enjoy the music.
Wow, wasn't that beautiful? Spirit is in this place and everywhere. Ooh, it's time for our gap meditation, our God awareness place. So I'm going to take us in. I would encourage you to just listen to those waves. I did it earlier and it's magnificent. It's a beautiful meditation. It just carries you into the silence. So I will bring us in right now. So go ahead and take a deep breath together. We don't have a gong. Just breathe in and breathe out. Oh, we do have one. Breathe in and breathe out. And listen to the ocean. And Sherry will bring us out. I am in the darkness. I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am. And this morning we are truly in the light. Sometimes in the sanctuary when she sings that, I'm so in the darkness. But this morning I'm so basking in the light of spirit. I think the most powerful meditation I ever had was in a Sillamar at the feet of the ocean. And I truly knew I was one with all there was. So I encourage you every day to find a little time to go in and be one with the one.
Sherry Deeds. Love them up. Love them up, everybody. Sure. Take your music book. Love it. Wow. Was able to catch the last bit of that song just staring out at the ocean for a minute. And in meditation there was really caught up with how much the ocean stands in as a beautiful metaphor for the inspiration of the divine. You know, sometimes the waves crash loud. Sometimes spirit, boom, just on you. And other times the waves just sort of trickle in. The spirit of wisdom of the divine kind of trickles in. And so that just caught me so much as we're here for our sand, surf, and spirit. So I'm just going to let a little bit of spirit inform the talk. I got some notes, but who knows where those go. If they'll work or not, we'll see, because there's something that happens when you're in a place like this. You just want to let it come. Let it unfold. How's it working for you? Yeah? Definitely. Man, and I'm just overwhelmed. How does the rest of the country not live in California? How do they manage it? But you know, that does bring to mind, I just got to say, right now, we send our love, we send the power of the divine, and we just know that everyone that has been in the path of Ian and Fiona before her, or him, is living their wholeness and are being restored to their fullness right here and now. Our good founding father, Dr. Dennis Merritt Jones, was texting with me back and forth, and he was able to get away, and he was 50 miles north of landfall, and they were fine. But just down the road, there was a lot of challenge. So he's doing well, and he was really grateful to know that we were thinking about him. Yeah. So as we stand here on the sand, I was thinking, you know, there's just so, it's an amazing thing. It's so abundant. It's such a great place to contemplate abundance. I was thinking about that great philosopher Stephen Wright. He said he has the largest shell collection in the world. He keeps it on the world's beaches. So look around. You may see his collection here today. But if I pick up this handful of sand right there, they say that's about 10,000 grains of sand. That's about the number of stars that we can see in the night sky when we look. Maybe in the neighborhood of in a dark sky, you might see 10,000. But there are 300 billion stars just in our Milky Way alone, and many of them have suns like ours, and many of those suns have planets in the location referential to their sun that could support life like ours. So there is this abundant thing happening, and there are even more galaxies than we can imagine. It's just the ones we see, the light has just now arrived. And that's kind of the way spirit works. The light of spirit is out there, infinitely available to us, but sometimes it takes a minute for it to arrive. That's why we have to put ourselves in that receptive place. We have to go. Nancy talked about being in the dark, but sometimes we have to go to the dark so that our thoughts, our mind can get adjusted to the bright light that's filtering in for our consciousness to take a part in. So this conscious perspective, this cosmic perspective I'm talking about, it's not some luxury. It's not some luxury, it's a necessity. We must engage in the cosmic perspective. We must think about the infinite number of grains. Well, it's actually not infinite number of grains of sand. They think it's 7.56 trillion grains of sand on planet. I don't know who counted that or when they started, but they figured it out. So 7.56 sextillion is a 7 with a comma and a 5, followed by about 70 or 75 zeros back behind it. That's how big that is. But even with that big number, there's still more galaxies, more infinity out there to be discovered. Now, where does that relate to us? That means that no matter what our infinite minds, our limited minds are telling us, there's infinitely more for us to discover. So when we're sitting in that situation where life is troubling for us, when we're sitting in that situation where we're thinking that, oh, I don't have the luxurious life I want to, or oh, this isn't necessary in my life, what is necessary is to know that there is more waiting to unfold. Dr. Holmes says in one of his wonderful quotes, he says, we see abundance in this universe. We cannot count the grains of sand on a single beach. Probably not. Some scientists could. But the earth contains untold riches, and the very air is vibrant with power. And then he asks a very important question. Knowing all of that, knowing that there's abundance in the universe, knowing that we really can't truly count every grain of sand on this beach, knowing that this air is vibrant with power, you can feel it washing in constantly with us, but yet he asks this question: why then is man, woman, humankind weak, poor, and afraid? I don't know about you guys, but I get it. I'm afraid sometimes. I feel a little more. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the human experience. But we're here to know that there is something more. We're here to know that the reason that sometimes happens is that we live in the surf of human experience. We live in the crash zone between experience and belief. It's like standing right there waiting for the wave to hit us. That sometimes happens. I mean, you know, when you're a kid, you go down to the beach and you're waving at mom back up on the shore, and just as you're waving, boom, this wave. Like-minded, we can feel that sense of connection. But the truth is, we're connected even to those that are not family, that are not friends, that are not like-minded, that we just are challenged by. They're still part of the one. They're still part of that. Not afraid of anything. But are you acting timid with your life? Are there dreams? Are there sometimes put on some SPF? We put on a spiritual probability fence. That's my SPF for the spirit. Spiritual probability fence. Put a fence up against our good. A fence up against the probability of something great happening to us from the spirit. That's our beliefs in the area of lack. Being afraid, timid, being poor. No. Bust down the fence. Put on your SPF when you're going out in the sun, but bust down the fence when you're going out into life. You do not need the spiritual probability fence in your life. Blow through that puppy. Be ready to put on some different kind of blocker. Don't limit your demonstrations with your thinking. We talk so much in Science Mind about thinking, and it's great. I mean, I get it. We do. We have to. We have to know about our beliefs, and our beliefs are happening in our head. So that I get that. But when you really get down to your beliefs and start looking at them, sometimes you can feel them in your body too, right? We live so much, though, inside our minds, and that's our known territory. It's our known territory, but sometimes it's better to maybe we want to become explorers and venture out into some unknown territory. Did you know that 90% of people in America, wait a minute, yes, 90% of Americans spend most of their time inside physical spaces, in the buildings, and COVID didn't help that. Now that we can Zoom everything and Facebook everything and live everything and catch all of it on video and text everybody, we're always inside. Streaming 15 channels. I just went through my subscriptions. I eliminated 5 of them and I still got 15. There's so many things you can watch and stay with in your house. 90% of us are staying inside, and we do the same thing with our thinking. We stay inside. It's time to get outside. That's why we come to the beach. We got to find our place, and our place is outside the thinking that we've been doing historically, habitually over on the sun. That biblical truth is the reality. That's how vast our experience can be, how much there is out there. So when you're making plans, think outside. In fact, when you're making physical plans, add outside to the sentence. I'm going to go read a book outside. I'm going to cook breakfast outside. I'm going to go to the... Maybe not. Maybe not that one. But you know what I'm saying. Think about it. Try adding outside to things you want to do and spend more time. We live in California, for Christ's sake. Spend more time outside, and let that be a metaphor for spending more time outside these habitual thoughts. Why keep going? There is more to us than we realize. Humankind is an eternal destiny, a forever expanding principle of conscious intelligence. The ocean in a drop of water, the sun in its ray. We are the rays. We are the drops. We're connected to this divine power. Spirit seeks its recognition through us. That's what we get to do. And one way we can do that is with our thoughts. We can look out toward the horizon. They've actually measured it. It's about 3.5, give or take, depending on how tall you are. Depends on how far out into the horizon. But the metaphor for it is so extensive. To see out to the horizon, to see beyond wherever you've looked before, and then to go to that place. And here's the cool thing about it. When you get there, the horizon is still out there. There's still something more to be discovered, even when you get to the end of the horizon, if you can get to the end of the horizon, kind of like getting to the end of the rainbow. Can't be done. So I find like sometimes we get so bogged down. It's like standing down there at the surf line, and then you stand your feet right there where the waves are crashing down. And what's going to happen after a while? Right? Every time a wave comes by, then when you finally try to make a move, it's and you got to pull out. That's the same thing that happens with us, with our thinking. We just keep doing the same old thing. We're just digging ourselves deeper into the sand, deeper into our experience. But we can focus out there on the horizon. We can listen to the waves crashing. We can listen to the new ideas coming into our minds. We can pull our feet out. And then we can do like Jerome says, treat and move our feet. Move to that new place. Get our feet up out of the sand. It's our time to look ahead, my friends. It's our time to make up our minds to see where we're going and to actually choose what it is we want to demonstrate. Choose what we want to demonstrate in our lives. See, we have an authority here. We need to hold on to and take our authority, take our spiritual authority. Just like we choose and took our time to drive here this morning, we can choose and take our time to drive to new experiences in our life every single day. This is the day you get to make new life based on just what you did. Taking church where? Outside. That's what we did. Taking our thoughts where? Outside. That's what we get to do. Take off the spiritual SPF, blow down the probability fence, and step into the clear conscious thinking of what you want to see happen in your life. It's our choice. It's our choice. It's just so cool. I can choose. And if I don't like what's happened, that's okay. I can choose again. Because we're dealing with infinity. We're dealing with 7.56 billion ideas in our minds, just waiting for that light to get to us so that we can see it. Dr. Holmes says that we must first clarify our own vision, then we shall become as lights, and also we shall become as lights, lighting the way for others. Now, this is the great thing. This is the next evolution for the science of mind. We have manifested plenty of parking spaces, great jobs, and good living situations. Now we get to manifest a world that works for everyone. Let me check that. The world's already working for everyone, just not as well as it is for all. A world that works better for everyone. A world that works better for everyone. And we do that as we individualize our own clarity and purpose and vision and move in that direction. Look out over the horizon and let the waves promise to bring you good. Because the waves are steady. Listen to them. Here's one crashing. And here comes another one right on its heels. That's it. One set after the next. Consistent, unending. Our lessons are right here at the shore. Our lessons are right here at the shore. How close we want to stand. What are we going to do with our feet? How much sand is underneath our feet? We need to speak to our greatness and live in our possibilities. Our steadiness, our dependability, and our durability are contained within us just like they're contained within each grain of sand. Each idea that we have is a thought, a seed that we must plant. Don't waste your seeds. Plant them. Dr. Holmes tells us, Creation is the passing of spirit into form and is eternally going on. This form that we are, it's constantly happening, constantly becoming something. So we must remember, outside, how many stars? Remember, how big is the ocean? It's huge. The number of grains of sand was spirit, and so it is. So if you still have your booklet, we're going to do that affirmation one more time. Here we go. The light of spirit lovingly and consistently shines on me, and its power washes over me in waves of good tidings. Nice. Very sweet. All right. So here we're going to do our revealing prayer. And in this moment, cover this, it's a little sunny. In this moment, we're out here in this beautiful space. I want to do that communal prayer that we've done sometimes in the sanctuary, where everyone speaks their truth. So I want you to think right now about this idea as we just talked about living outside, moving beyond where we've been to going to somewhere that we want to go, moving beyond any limited experience, stretching, expanding. I want you to speak out into the Spirit. Speak right out into the sky. What right now? Where do you see your life expanding? What do you want to see stretching? What new experience is calling forth for you right here and now? Say it as loud as you can so the surf can hear you way out there on Catalina, on San Nicolas Island. Let's hear it. This is what I know. The Divine Spirit is always listening, and the words that we have just spoken, whether out loud or simply a recognition in our minds, have been heard by that divine law and power and love, whose pleasure it is to bring into manifestation, to bring into evidence, to bring into demonstration our calling. Whatever situations have been holding us back, wherever there has been any appearance of what might be called weak, might be called poor, might be called fear, is right now by this word evaporated into the bright light of Spirit, burned up into the sunshine of the sky, washed away by this pounding surf to be nothing, so that the great something within us can come forward. And I call that great something forward right here and now in each of our lives by this word spoken. I'm knowing there is a power within us that is as steady as the onslaught of the waves, as powerful as the sun's rays, and as vast and infinite as the sandy beaches, that is pulling into our experience that right and perfect idea, unfolding as that perfect and right experience that brings us more joy, more satisfaction, more peace and serenity, harmony and blessings, day to day. This is the truth. I hold it for us, I let it be, and so it is. And contact eBlast this week. There'll be some announcements in that. Here's the announcement. It's beautiful.
Okay, I predict you'll all be doing the title of this song after the service.
Maybe snap your fingers.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble the water. Who's that yonder dressed in red? wade in the water. Must be the children Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Who's that yonder, dressed in white? Wade in the water. Must be the children of the Israelites. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
Stevie. That's sweet, yeah. Who's that yonder, dressed in blue? Wade in the water. Must be the children coming through. God stirred up that water, yeah.
I said, wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. You don't believe I've been redeemed. Wade in the water. Just see the Holy Ghost looking for me, and God's gonna trouble the water.
Sing aloud.
Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water.
Steve Fowler on guitar, yeah. That's right. Els?
Okay, so this is where we would do the affirmation of abundance. And I think that's also in your bulletin there, is it not? Okay. All right, so I think you all know your techie ways. You can go to the website and do the donate button, all those other areas, Breeze, all that kind of stuff. Please do that either here now or when you get home later today. And I know many of you are already on the auto tithing program. And if you are and you've been on it for a while, I ask you to examine what you've been giving and think about bumping it up a little bit. Know and trust that as you create the vacuum, the universe will fill it because the universe abhors a vacuum. All right? So let's do the affirmation of abundance right now. You got it? Okay. Divine love, it's doing its perfect work here and now. Divine love harmonizes. Divine love adjusts. Divine love prospers. Divine love foresees everything and richly provides every good thing for CSL Simi Valley now and the world now. Divine love is victorious. Woo! All right. Would you bless all this money that's flowing in electronically for us today?
Yes, I will. Wow, did we hear about abundance this morning? We know it is the reality of this universe. It's in the sand, the sky, the sun, the ocean. We know right now that love in the form of money is flowing into the center so that we can be community and help
ourselves and everyone that comes. We know that love, life, and abundance is the truth. And we let it be so, and so it is.
So it is. Okay.
Breathe it in. Truth come through you. Make good flow to you. Let joy renew you till we meet again. Love be with you. Ooh, love be with you. Ooh, love be with you. Ooh, love be with you. All together, hand in hand, we see the light and take a stand, and we are changing. Whole new life for you and me. Take your hand and set it free and share this blessing. Love be with you, peace enfold you, spirit lift you. Breathe it in. Truth come through you, make good flow to you. Let joy renew you till we meet again. Love be with you. Ooh, 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 love be with you.
All right, just a couple of things before we go. We got one more thing to do and one more thing to say, and that is thank you to all the people that helped set things up for today, including all of you who brought your own personal setup. So hands up in the air, bend at the elbow, pat yourself on the back. Did a great job setting up. Thank you so much for Gregory for the streaming, John for the setup of all the audio stuff, for the entire L's and the Soul Purpose Band, and Sherry and the rehearsals they did to get ready for this, Deborah for taking pictures, Dee for helping all the setup, for Nancy as the practitioner of the day. Dee is also available to pray for you after service if you need it. Yep. And all of this that happened because one day Sherry gave me a call and said, I just saw the coolest thing on the beach. We got to do it. And my answer for a lot of things is yes. And so, Sherry, thank you so much for this great idea.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't my idea. I stumbled upon a Jewish congregation having their Shabbat service on a Friday night, and I said, wow, we've got to do this.
And we're doing it in our own way, bright and early Sunday morning. All right, so let's close this out with our benediction. It's on the back if you know it. If you don't know it, just let the spirit of the words come through you. It goes like this. I'm at home in the heart of God. My life is anchored in truth. I can never be separate. I live in the consciousness of peace. I release all fear. I am living love. Thank you so much. Some folks are going to go see Linda's exhibit at the art show. There's food up at the beach. We're going to hang out here at the pier. We're going to hang out here at the beach for a while. Let's party!
Let's do this one again. We have come together as a family. Oh, we have come, and we have come with arms wide open, and we have gathered here in love. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this place. Raise a roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. And we sing in celebration, and we sing with words of prayer.
We sing with words of prayer.
We Everybody. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place.
In this place.
Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place.
In this
Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Spirit is in this place. Everybody. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Woo! Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place.
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 Spirit's in this place. Have a wonderful day, everybody.